I'm Nikki. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about some basic blueprint postures for the vinyasa practice and proper alignment when you enter into these postures. Let's get started. So just to warm up your body a little bit, come to a tabletop position. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees, and you can just start to find some movement here. Side to side, forward, back. Good. Now walk your hands just about a palm print from your tabletop position. So first thing I want to talk about is your palms. So when you are in a downward facing dog, high plank, really any posture when you're on your hands in the vinyasa practice, a lot of times I see this internal rotation. What we actually want is an external rotation through the palms. So pointing your index fingers straight forward or maybe even slightly out to help rotate your triceps back and plug your shoulders in. So keep your index fingers pointed straight forward or slightly turned out, and your hands just slightly in front of your shoulders. Then tuck your toes under, send your hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Now in your downward facing dog, a good place to check the distance of your down dog is to rock forward into a high plank. So in your high plank, come forward, stack your shoulders over your wrists, wrap your triceps back, press into the floor to protract or round through your shoulder girdle, charge your heels back, and draw your low belly in. Then from that position, draw your hips up and back, soften your knees slightly, and melt your heels toward the floor. Now, some people, your ankles will never touch, or your ankles will never allow your heels rather to touch the floor. Know that that is okay. It's not in the anatomy of everybody's body, so just be okay with that. In your down dog, you really want to grip the ground with your fingertips to avoid putting too much pressure in your wrists. Again, here, wrap your triceps back, dive your chest toward your thighs, pull your low belly in, stretch your hips up, soften your knees, and then melt your heels toward the floor. Good. Then inhale, lift your heels and look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat, bring your toes and heels to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Pause here. So for your halfway lift, you want to rock your weight slightly toward the ball mounds of your feet. Soften through your knees. Bring your hands against your shins, against your thighs, or against your mat. But the idea here is that your back remains flat the entire time to reset your spine. So plug your shoulders back in. Keep your cervical spine long or your neck long and gaze out in front of you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Stand through your feet and reach up, breathe. So in your mountain pose or Tadasana, spread your toes nice and wide and then ground through the four corners of your feet. Hug your inner thighs in. Draw your navel to your spine and tuck your tailbone down slightly, Uddiyana Bandha, energetic core lock. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears and wrap your triceps in. Wrap your pinkies in toward one another. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips and bow down. Again, inhale, halfway lift. Find a flat back. Roll your shoulders back and gaze down. Exhale, high to low plank chaturanga. We're going to break this down. Plant your palms, step your feet back to your high plank. From your high plank, you want to rock forward 2 inches to stack your joints. Then lower halfway down, only lower halfway. So bend your elbows into your body and stop at the halfway mark. Then flip to the tops of your feet without dropping your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. So a lot of times I see the knees come down, but that's going to dump a lot of the pressure into your lower back. You want to press the tops of your feet down, activate through your quads, roll your shoulders back and shine your heart forward. Another misconception or misalignment is that we want to gaze straight up. But again, what that does is it allows us to sink in our hips and then we're putting it into our low back again. So keep your cervical spine long or your neck long and gaze straight out in front of you. Then you tuck your toes under, pull your belly in and draw your hips up and back. Awesome. We're going to move into some postures you may see in a Sun B flow. So first posture, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or travel to the top of your mat. Bring your toes and heels to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Again, keep your spine long. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, space between your heels just a little bit, but big toes touching, and reach your arms up overhead. So in your chair pose, draw your weight into your heels. You want to drop your tailbone down slightly and draw your abdominals in. You can work to sit lower in your hips, but if that puts any extra tension in your lower back, then just stay up a little bit here. Squeeze your inner thighs and draw your biceps back by your ears. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Draw your hands to your shins, lengthen your back body. Exhale, high to low plank chaturanga. Plant your palms. Again, here, step back. Rock forward to stack your joints. Lower just halfway down. Flip to the tops of your feet. Inhale, upward facing dog, thighs off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step between your hands or assist your foot forward. Ground your back heel. Inhale, warrior two. Open your arms to a T. So in a warrior two position, you want to find a heel to arch alignment in your feet, or maybe a little bit wider than that, but lunge deeply into your front knee so that your front knee stacks directly over your front ankle at a 90-degree angle. You may need to widen your stance. Draw your shoulders back over your hips and then reach in opposite directions. Gaze forward over your front middle finger. Take a breath in. Exhale, extended side angle, reach forward and down. Now in your extended side angle, your front forearm can rest on top of your thigh. Your top arm can reach up or over your top ear. Your bottom hand can also reach toward the floor as long as it doesn't change anything else in your body. So you want to root down through the knife edge of your back foot. Stay low in your front knee. Lift your left side body up off your thigh and twist your right rib cage open. Maybe gaze up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Sweep your palms up and back. Breathe here. So reverse warrior. You keep the lunge in your front knee. Stack your knee just over your ankle. Lift your side bodies up. Square your shoulders to the side and slide your back hand down your back thigh. Just make sure there's little to no weight in your back palm. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, high to low plank. Plant your palms. Step back. Rock forward, lower halfway down. Inhale, up dog, flip to the tops of your feet. Exhale, down dog, draw your hips up and back. We'll do the right side just to keep it even. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step through your hands or assist your foot forward. Ground your back heel. Inhale, warrior two. Open your arms out to a T. So again here, heel to arch alignment through your feet or wider. Lunge deeply into your front knee so your knee is just over your ankle and reach through both hands. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach forward and down. Your forearm can rest on your thigh. Bring your top arm up to the sky or over your top ear. So as you come into this position, if you're more flexible, you really want to press through your front heel to activate through your legs. Tuck your right glute under and spiral your right inner thigh up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep the lunge in your front knee. Reach your arms up and back and breathe. So stay low in your front leg. Again, here, lift up and out of both sides. Reach up and back. Inhale. Exhale, high to low plank. Ground your palms. Step back. Rock forward. Lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip to the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Draw your hips up and back. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. The last pose I want to touch on is crescent lunge. So inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between your hands or assist your foot forward. Keep your back toes tucked under. All of your toes pointed straight forward. And inhale, crescent lunge. Reach your arms up overhead. So in your crescent lunge, stay high on the ball of your back foot. Draw your right hip back and your left hip forward to squeeze your inner thighs. If you want to find more depth in your lunge, you can lower your back knee to the floor for a moment. Then lift your knee up slightly and charge your heel back while keeping yourself pretty low in this lunge. Press into your front heel to activate your right glute and reach up through your fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog. Bring your leg up and back. Exhale, down dog. Step your foot to the mat. Other side to keep it even. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Step through your hands. Again, keep all of your toes pointed forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Reach up. Breathe. So on this side, draw your right hip bone forward. Draw your left hip bone back. Again, you can drop your knee for a moment. Then lift your knee up and charge your heel back to keep that lunge low. Squeeze your inner thighs. Squeeze through your glutes. Pull your navel to your spine and then reach up through your fingertips. Sit 1 inch lower in your front knee. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Bring your palms to the floor. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your leg up and back. Exhale, down dog. Step your foot to the mat. Good. Drop down to your knees. I hope this video served you as far as clarifying the alignment in some of the basic vinyasa postures. If you liked this video, please comment down below. Click the subscribe button. Click the like button. I'll see you back on your mat real soon. Namaste.